Hello and welcome. Right then, we're going to get stuck in straight away. Let's get cracking.
A cunning plan. I do. Now, the farmyards, now, the map makers sometimes do it on purpose, so that we players have to like jump through little hoops and do things the way that the map maker designs it. But JMGaming very kindly does allow you to remove the fences, as we've seen. You can't remove the lights. I'm sure that's probably because this is the beta test map. There will be changes, but I thought, well, it's not going to be that different, so I can run a let's play well in advance and get this posted for anyone else to even have a look at it. So let's just get cracking. So that's why we're here. But there are certain things like this zipping with a lorry because of that light. I've got to go to the right, turn around in this space, which is then a waste of all of this space, which could be for productions or sheds or whatever we like, all because of that one thing. Whereas in real life I'd have the light shifted by a qualified electrician, but there is another way. Here, gonna have to lose a little bit of the edge of the field, but it is possible to actually go down there and alter the levels a little bit. The only thing that worries me is the road. Yeah, I've not quite worked out the details. It might not be possible. It might be that it's almost possible. I can see that, but what I mean is it might be if the road's the one thing in all of this that has to stay constant. So we shall see. I think I can do it, but shall have a proper go. So we're doing very well though to fill this with oats. I do love the Farmer Gem recipe though for it really is cracking, really is. Yeah, so yeah, what I'm thinking is while that's unloading at its terribly slow rate is, yeah, you see it goes up there. At that point there, I'm gonna go like that straight into our yard. It's the hill is a little bit, we're gonna obviously do the crop first. It's gonna be a winter project, but it's quite low at that point, so we could go in there and just literally take a, because I did say, if you remember, I think it was last session, that this would probably become part of the yard anyway, so it's the central hub. I'm quite prepared to lose that as a field if it means we gain it for other purposes, and that would be then the hub of the entire operation. It would join everything to everything, so it would make sense at that point to actually put entrances or tear the fence down. I don't know that I need to go to that extent, but what I mean is, yeah, there's certain things going to remain constant, like that's going to be there, but that's still central to this sort of like entire thing. It's a little bit off the beaten track for these bigger fields, the arable ones, but you could always put a storage thing there. But I think that's doable. But I think it's going to be doable from the low point there down here into there. I think that will work nicely. We're just going to lose a corner of that field. We can still use it for the next few seasons, I would say. Yeah, I don't think that we need to worry about losing the entire field just yet. Let's try and snap the I can't think of its name. What is its name and designation? It's the pipe. It really is an auger. Yeah, if you were going to be totally precise, it's an auger, but we always call it the pipe. Even the manufacturers call it the pipe, so the pipe it is. If it's good enough for the manufacturers, it's good enough for me, basically. Right, isn't there a bit? Yeah, again, it needs a bit of smoothing, probably a little bit more. This is the only thing with JMGaming's maps I've always had. Rumboss Road was the same. A little bit of smoothing, because he likes these monstrous sort of things, but sometimes it's not practical for farming. So yeah, that doesn't mean to say he doesn't make a good map, and it's worth. I think it's probably though what gets him marked down by a lot of players. I have tried to, but he is. Yeah, he is. Ooh, come on, break, for heaven's sake, Gordon Bennett, break. Will you break? Yes, it's the hills. It's just not meant to. It doesn't want to stop. It's all downhill, and it's sort of like. I don't know where is the lines and which one is the stop. I would imagine this is. Yeah, the up line. I'm sure it's going to cope with the yeah, it's wanting to skitter a bit. Right, I'm going to finish this off. I'm going to go back into that time lapse and let's get the straw off the field as well. All my life. Gordon Bennett. Yeah. Now you can see it can cope with it normally, so it is just the lay of the land that's making it do this, because it manages nice lines. It's just when the land starts to do strange things. Yeah, when it goes like 2 or 3 different ways. Now, of course, you can sort of combat that by going from a certain direction. Yeah, we should take that tree down. It's obviously, again, it's a beta map. There are going to be things like that probably. But then again, I've known it on Finnish maps too, so it's not really that it doesn't happen. I've got to be honest, a farmer can probably get used to a tree being in the middle of this. We know it is. I've seen it in England with islands of trees, but they just leave that little pocket of trees alone. So it depends on your idiosyncrasies as a farmer, or a village farmer for that matter. I don't mind them on the edge of the field like that. I think it adds to the beauty of the area. But Actually, in the middle of the field, not so much. I'm not a massive fan of that. I think that is us. No, I will leave that bit. I don't want to be tangling with the. There was. Oh, not finished. Not yet. Two more lines. Yeah, I knew I'd have to do the manual straw myself as well for the very same reason, because my lines aren't going to be accurate. So Coursebay would only do half the field. So what's the point in getting Coursebay to do that when I may as well do it myself? Right. Yeah. So again, for someone who's always felt so very strongly about cheating, the more power mod I don't see as cheating, because before Giants made the change, we could cope with it was the change in horsepower and what horsepower does for your tractors. It's a little bit like the repair settings. As soon as a repair mod came, right, so that's the windrower. Yeah, we're gonna have to gather the grass, but that doesn't really matter. Next session, yeah, I'm not going to do that too, because it's. In fact, I suppose we could. No, because I want to finish the straw because it's the same tool that we're going to need to do that. So, or have we got a baler? Should I? Yeah, let's have a look. I can't remember. It's all right. I'm doing that many let's plays. It's the one thing that always you sort of like get. I don't think we have though. No, we because this was a monster. There was no need to do it, was there? So yeah, we got the sip as well, didn't we? I remember. A dude's coming back to me. Yeah, there's a little bit I missed off the first field that I realised when I was grabbing the straw. So, do we? I think we will. I think we'll gather the straw and the grass next session. I think that'll do. It's been about an hour and a half session. Yeah, and I think the other thing I'm going to say is that bit of grass at the top, if the main arable fields that the harvesters are going to be doing is this end, the grass is always going to be grass, and all of this can be accessed from this particular side. So I think a special shed for this and the header is probably not too shabby. Yeah, we're obviously, the other thing is, I think we've done it wrong this year, but last year we did, what have we got in that field? It's sunflowers because we wanted a lot. So that means we've got to get into that, but I suppose it might be advisable to buy a field 49. It'll then be a nice, ooh, am I rolling? Oh my life. Well, we may as well carry on now. I'm going to say I can see on the map, I'm thinking, am I rolling backwards? Are there no brakes on this thing? Wow. Is that a realism I want? I don't know. And if it was rolling, I don't know. It's real physics. If you were not paying attention and you rolled like that, you would roll like that. So yeah, it does sting, crop destruction, but it's a sting to remind you to pay better attention. So I'm not gonna. Yeah, that one I think is right. So yeah, this bit of grass that we've got at the top, I think this is where the harvester and we're gonna have to level the field, but that doesn't really matter. We can sort of do that. Level it from the lower left edge. I think it's going to carve a massive. Or that's a point. Yeah, you could do it with the lay of the land. Makes more sense. So they roll out, but then they're going to want to roll really fast. So I think I'm right. Let's have a bit of fun. Let's actually do that now. We'll take the straw back. Whoa. Gordon Bennett, he doesn't want to stop. Right, I believe we have nearly 5.5 tons in this. Right, let's leave there then. Massive headlands as well, so that I might change a little if we're gonna fine tune this. I don't think we need such a monstrous headland, really. I was gonna say header. Yeah, no, I agree. It doesn't need to be that big. I'm all for increasing the size of your fields if there's land available to do it. Those extra few bushels of wheat or barley or oats is, yeah, it's all good, isn't it? Right, I thought I was going to do that. Right, yeah, while that's doing that, let's crack on with our plan. Right, so studying the lay of the land a little, I think if we're going to do that, which we are, we want to be doing level, and we want to give it some intensity, although I don't know that that really matters for leveling. And I think from about there, well, that doesn't seem terribly level to me. It's like going to right weird levels. What? It's refusing to do it as well. Is it because I'm touching someone else's the edge of their field? Maybe. Maybe it is, actually, and that's not a bad thing. It's not really what I had in mind, but then that's what I did. So, yeah, you can't complain if the tool does exactly what it's supposed to do. Okay. So we're going to have to roll out at that corner then, aren't we, really? And make that a feature now, I should say. Oh, no, not really. We could go that way. Yeah, that's doable, I think. Doesn't have to be a really monstrous shed. Not really. It's mainly for the... Now, the Omatana set... Let's see if she's got one in the German set that's just gone. And I know we're in France. I know. I'm fully aware of this fact. But I like the new German. I do, actually. It's there are a lot of these things. I've got to be honest. Where was I? I'm in Scarborough at the minute, and there are an awful lot of sheds that are reminiscent of Italian buildings. I mean, we went to a place yesterday that had got sculpting for a Farmer 5 tile. Well, they are very much like the Omatanas. Oh, it is Omatana. What does it say? French farm. Yeah, let's stay true to the area. This tall is one that's ideal for a harvester. So we'll set that back as far as we can, like so. Can't see if we're floating actually. It seemed to be. Yeah, it needs to have a bit of. I'd say that's about right. And then probably sticking. No, because that's what we're gonna. No, I don't know. I think we ought to. Yeah, we stick it in V mode. I know our roofs are a little bit, so we can come. Oh no, that's fine. Let's go back as far as we can the other way. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to V-mode it to make the... I don't particularly care that the roofs are overlapping. Let's just angle it a little more like that. And then I would imagine it's going to have to be some softening. Might even have to use that tool. Might need to take... I think we can... No, it is. I need to zoom in a little bit more. I can't see very well. To soften that so that the angles all meet. Let's get a bit of intensity. So we've got one from that field and one from that field. Not that it's working like that, but yeah, it's not just for the harvester, but they are capable of having a harvester in them. They are so nice and high. We might put a fence on there for safety reasons. Is that done? Yeah, it's spot on. Yeah, it is. I would like to, we can afford it. Yeah, we want to put some painting. Asphalt probably isn't that bad. We might, how are we going to get to the road? I mean, these are really for equipment that's not, I suppose that headland, oh, there is that one there. We may have to remove that tree. Yeah, one of them. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, no, it will. Not the big one. That one can stay. That one there is also in a strategically terrible place. We might move it, as in, I don't think you could ever move a tree that big, could you? You'd have to chop it down. I think we'll move it close to the corner there. Do we have a bit of a go at that now? Just a bit of fun, really. Yeah, I like things like this. But I realise it can go terribly wrong. It took a while to actually do. Right, let's go and stick this in its new home and see how I always like to test to see, was I right or was I not? And it isn't for the cheapness of the Omatana. Just the same as this is not my favourite shed. It's only 12,500 by Black Sheep Modding. It is nothing to do with the cost of the shed, but the design is, to me, what is important. I don't know. Let's grab the header. We'll bring the other header up as well. Yeah, I was sort of talking, wasn't I, about the, like, because obviously I do go on a lot about cheating, but obviously the goalposts keep getting moved, and I thought, hang on a minute, why is horsepower being nerfed? Really, surely there's no reason for that to be nerfed. And the biggest thing was, it was on Alpenhill. I thought, what a travesty this is. That a 550 horsepower tractor can't go up a hill, which is not even that nasty. I mean, Alpenhill have got some real nasty hills, but this wasn't one of them. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. What is Giants thinking? To actually nerf the tractors and, yeah, the horsepower. So I thought, I feel so very strongly about that. Ooh, okay, right, that needs a bit of fixing. It's a bit of a dimmock. So I thought, while the arguments ensue across all parties of the world that have an opinion on this, I thought, I think I'm just going to vote with my own particular type of thing, which is I'm just going to put that mod on. Yeah, simple as. I thought, and while everyone decides what's the right approach and what's the wrong approach and all of the rest of it, I thought I'm just going to do what I think is right, even if it seems a bit, if someone changes the rules a little bit unfairly. Right, let's paint this. Well, no, they have the right to do it. They do, even, yeah, whether it's, I suppose it's a little bit like the I was brought up with Star Wars, love Star Wars, hence the fact that I have Star Wars names, and I also would like the lightsaber chainsaws, but I don't succumb to realism on that element. That's the one thing I've thought, no, we're not doing that. Yeah, I think actually would go curl into that really like that. We'll put some grass down as well. It works better with grass, really. Maybe that actually is. Would you curl into the field? I think you'd be going down there, the edge, wouldn't you? Made a bit of a mistake with that one, but we have the technology. We can. Oh, we can. We don't. We don't have any green. We do. do love this fact that you can really sort of fix your own mistakes. Ooh, JMGaming, yeah, I was forgetting he's given us loads. I don't need it. Didn't really need to do asphalt, did I? Right, okay, let's just do it just down to... to there, like that. Yeah, and a bit of grass, I think, as well, as much as it's... I think it's strange, I often say this as well, that it's often finishing touches like fences and things like that that do we stick? Yeah, we'll stick to the JMGaming design that he's already done. It's in character then, isn't it, really? Just a little bit of safety. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's sort of follow the contours a little bit, and we won't have any sneaky things going down there. I think that's alright. Getting a little bit of space for something there. I think that's fine. I do. Grass. Yeah. Will it let me place grass where I am? This is going to cost us a fortune, of course. It really is. Do wish someone would invent cheap grass. No, I'll do that a different colour. Ah, a bit too close to the fence. Right, now then a bit more. We can have cobbles in there, I think. A bit bigger. Or it's going to take forever to do. I do love doing this, but I also now I'm not getting good at it. I won't say that, but I do enjoy this particular aspect of it a lot. That's a bit odd. I think we need to do something with that bump, and we probably... Well, you can sort of cheat by doing that. Yeah, you can go underneath things like that, which is... Ooh. If we soften that, it might disappear. Let's just finish that off, and then... Oh, I said the right word as well. I did say soften. Alter the angle a little. It's not wanting to do any more, and yet it's taking my money. It's one, yeah, it's can't make its mind up whether it's going up or down, so we'll leave it at that. Yeah, I think what we're gonna do. Yeah, has it got any like stone, natural stone? Yes, it has. That's gravel, but that is granite. Ooh, not sure I'd. Right, okay. We need to go a little bit lower, I think, with these splashes that are natural outcropping of rock. See, it was here all along. The granite would suggest so. It's true. Now then, we want to do like a gravel path, or no, we'll stick to asphalt like we've done around the other side, I think. Yes, otherwise it looks. Imagine how you can sort of make it. Right, so let's go. That's a bit severe. I think it wouldn't be quite so. And let's continue this path and join the two. Yeah, joined them, literally joined them. Right, that'll do for now. Yeah, because I'm going to do something with the headlands. I don't know what we're going to do, or whether we're going to go up there and I'll rejig that road. Yeah, I think that seems a more sensible route, actually. But that's today's instalment. So 2 sort of fairly hefty, quite high sheds. I do like those a lot, and we've even got a bit of fencing. Yeah, it's just so stop anybody hurting themselves. Right, let's just see how much oats. We need to get a bakery built. We do. Let's just take this lot home. So another 10 tons on top of the, is it 45? So 55, nearly 56 tons of oats that we are making into flour. And we will indeed have a... Oh, we were going to do that, weren't we? We're going to have a bit of a go. Let's just save it. We know how much oats we've got. We can stick that in another session. I'd like to do a little bit. No, let's save it again. So I'm happy with what we've done. This may go horribly wrong. That's what I'm thinking. It may go horribly wrong. Are we prepared to lose a bit of the field now? I think this is not going to happen. That's what I'm saying. I think this is us seeing if we can do what I'm trying to do later on in the year. So first thing we need to do is to say this is not going to happen. It's just to see, can we actually do this? I think we can. So we've literally at that low point there, then this all at this point here will have to go. Say that's about right. And then we need to level from the road. I think if we take the road as the point that can't be argued with. Is that leveling? It doesn't seem leveling to me. Maybe. Now we really need to start going down from that point. So, no, we need to do that. So that there is the point. No, there. Set it back a little bit further. There is that, and then we need to, from say about here, go and meet that place head on. Perhaps a little bit of smoothing. Now we need to just use a vehicle to test this out. And we have one at hand right here. Yeah, so that tree's going to have to go. I don't think we can sneak past that. I don't think, yeah, it's the sign's there anyway, so realistically you would try to. So let's just use that land bridge and see how effective will that be. Yeah, this is the bit here that it's a bit, didn't seem to be a very nice angle, but then it was probably because I didn't go. Yeah, I needed to go into the area a little bit more. Not terrible though, not really. Yeah, would like to try going up. Why am I delivering this? Because this is not happening. No, it's not. Let's try one of our smaller tractors. Let's try going up the hill. Because we don't want to have to take a monstrous run up or anything silly. Might have to tweak this a little. Yeah, I think I might need it to have gone back a bit further in the field for the... Yeah, it will work though. I am right. We'll completely change the... we'll do it a little bit better. We'll know to go a bit further into the middle of the field with the tangent going down. That's the real thing. So it wants to be level to about where I am, and then from this point onwards it wants to gradually drop down. That will stop all that faffing around. It will stop me having to lose that... show you what I'm on about. Yeah, the turnaround that we have to do presently, you won't need to do that anymore. Really? The other thing I was thinking... Let me show you again. Yeah, this bit, yeah, over here. I'm trying to think about the best possible way to get off the run. Now, there are two ways. We buy this bit of land and zip across here to behind the BGA and go down there. Or this bit here, again... Oh, we have done it. We have sort of tweaked the corner, haven't we? The only thing I don't like is the bollard. It won't hide. But we have sort of made that now that you can really go around that corner really nicely. So we don't need to do anything more on that. That's all done. I think going forwards that is ace. Yeah, BGA. Yeah, so I think actually that one's sorted. But this now can be used because that light can't be moved. So yeah, I think that is going to make things an awful lot better, really. So now did we? I think our... How much silage have we got left? Because we had an absolute shed load, didn't we? Is it used it all? Seriously, is it chucked all up? Mind you, we did earn a fortune, so yeah, I would say that is quite true. Yeah, there's some more straw that's going to be made into silage, 195 tons. But that is the end of this session. It has been a monster. It is. I am absolutely bushwhacked. So yeah, it's a very, very fruitful... Did I do the animals? Please tell me I did. Yeah, I did. I did check them as well. Milk is just... Yeah, we did all of that. Water's full. Everything is full. So that is amazing. So, yeah, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. Of course, that will not have happened. Yeah, I'm not going to save the game again. I'm literally going to just escape. Alright, sort of straight after this little bit of a conversation, but this is going to happen. Yeah, this is a sneak preview of what we are going to do to improve our access. I think it's... Yeah, it's a... Sometimes you just got to recheck things a bit, haven't you? And it's... You've either... Yeah, it's just going to save so much time. And if this is going to become the like, central hub of the farm in time... then yeah, I think sooner rather than later, and it will join these fields that are going to become our farm and make them really quite good. Yeah, so all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. I know I've said it half already. I always forget where I've got to. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you can stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.